Okay, we're back. After, I don't know how long we were gone. But we're back. 4, 5, 7 days. Got sick. Haven't played the game at all. No one did my dailies for me. But we're back. Back in Genshin and back. Alright. Let's actually do this damn Archon quest. So I swapped with the team. I mean, I've been playing a little bit. Just doing the dailies. I swapped with the team. Took out Denjo Traveler. Threw in Hu Tao. Looked at those leaks. I know everyone saw that article. Immediately, I'm going to talk about it. Everyone saw that article, how they said they're not going to do any endgame. I'll tell you what. If that article's true and they don't confirm anything else, I'll tell you right now. We will be shifting Genshin off this channel. Not completely. But, you know. We'll start playing some other games. And this quest actually voice acted, so I don't have to fucking blow my throat out.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria? No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Great, we get to imitate a child.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
No.
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case...
Damn cats. Aren't the cats supposed to not like people?
Uh-huh. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Yeah. Not a joke, by the way.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
You should divine my prospects of love, bro. I'm trying to build a harem in this game, you know what I'm saying?
Love prospects? No problem at all.
So you should read through the Akasha terminal there.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Hey, Traveler's a playboy. Male and female.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Damn, bro. Paimon into it.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal.
Paimon's the
As
best
such, there
wingman,
will be
bro.
no charge.
He knows I look good.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
I gotta donate to get a better fate? I don't think that's how that works. Imagine that. If you make a donation, you can alter your fate.
Is
Aren't
this
you a
another
Telmark
one of
person?
Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king.
That voice switching between her
His
and
father
Catherine.
helped
Just keep it,
Sataria a
let
lot
her
when
keep
she
Catherine's
first moved to
voice.
Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Alright.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
Pop.
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Damn, bro.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
Anyone else hear it? The encoding on his voice is slightly off. I can hear it. No.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
He got the trade from his dad.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
Wow.
Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Okay.
This should be our final stop. Sataria is always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
That's so bizarre. She knows
Yeah,
exactly what she's
You've
thinking.
really thought of everything! It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
That's
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
I'll become a sailor.
I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's
Actually, she said
basement.
she was into the
I'm
marine
sure I'll get into
not
the academia
into actually
after their
sailing.
next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
That's
So
everywhere.
this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Shisha.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Alright. Yeah, we're just here to find the next airship. Design.
So, was that everybody?
3 people? Market?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria. What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Archon always
Sataria's
loves
already
being
used to
around the
avoiding
bush.
her
My
problems.
favorite aspect.
So we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Exactly.
So, how do we set
The
that
Emirates
up?
hate more than anything.
Well, the
a
Scarlet
traitor.
King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere.
So why not
But
actually get them to
if
go
we
after?
were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it. Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Fucked up, bro.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them. Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone. That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them
Jesus
yourself.
Christ. The Desert King's legacy of
That is
fucking
pretty convenient.
mind
But
connection
why
is
does he have to
horrific.
do this? Can't you do it yourself? Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
What the hell are you? Those are Archon's like, those are
You're not
human.
wrong.
The fuck is
It's always been
Archon?
painfully obvious
They look
whenever you
pretty
try to
damn
pass as Catherine.
I'll try my best.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on. Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only
Meeting's too
doing
loud
this
in the
to
background,
help
by the way. I'll
everyone,
fix
and
it.
we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway. Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Alright. Yay! Mind control. My favorite type of spell. What's oh, I coughed. What's that, guys? Mind control in a Chinese game? Who would have thought? Let me tell you something right now, Nahida. Nahida has lowered your social credit score. She's not put you in the cringe comp. Have you seen those leaks? I'm gonna be so low energy recording this. It's like, I got nothing, bro. I had like a fucking 104 fever. My throat was dead. I can barely talk now. But hey. Might as well keep it going. Gotta produce some content. I think the next time I'm gonna play Stalker. I've been putting it off for a while, but I'm not. I'll
Here she
stream it,
comes.
but
Sataria's
that will
here.
go in the archive, and
Let's
I'll
quietly
actually
follow her.
like.
When she starts talking to her acquaintances,
No, it doesn't
we'll
fucking
find
matter.
a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Yay! Dialogue arch like a pick. Let's see how
I'm
bad I
starting
can
to feel
fuck
kinda
this one up.
nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Alright. Damn, her eyeballs be rocking.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Divination on love, huh? Damn. She pulls no
Are you
bitches.
still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
I was gonna mess with the gods.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Oh, fuck, bro. It's tomorrow.
Are you sure? Those aren't ringing a bell for some reason.
You don't even know the name.
Well, actually they have many names. Which names I use depends on my mood.
Huh, I see. I imagine that must be hard for the kitties, too.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
The gods are spoken. The gods are spoken.
The gods are asking,
What? It's spoken.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere
It's a
apologies
pretty
and ask for their
melancholy
divine
reaction
forgiveness.
for. I know I felt
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
Yeah, we're the Scarlet King.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The
Bruh.
Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second. The Scarlet King passed away a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer.
Hey, bro.
Do you wish to
a
refute his
misinformation
voice
campaign.
of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city.
Nuclear hellfire.
I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset, too. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
No,
To
she
have
definitely
something
did.
she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
But she literally can feel
All I
that
know
deep
are some
down.
abstract Harabata theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything.
That's why you're trying to isolate yourself.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria. She's out of Keems now, right on cue.
Soul
Let's get ready to
transformed.
possess him right away.
Alright, let's blow another dude's brains out.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
There's a mason. I don't remember asking about gardening.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget?
How would you?
Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He hurt his back, right? He's feeling a lot better and he's walking more, right? He must have.
Huh? Wasn't he nursing a leg injury? If I recall correctly, his strong arms had always been his pride and joy.
Doesn't matter, bro. If you fuck
He
up your...
sprained his arm a while back while trying.
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time,
dude's voice
please
encoding.
write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Bruh.
Team, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Damn, bro. Just walked away.
Whoa. Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
That traveler's great at gaslighting. Bro, I knew everything.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria.
Not my problem.
But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
I didn't pay attention to where she went afterwards. Oh no.
Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan.
Shishan.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately?
Yeah, Scarlet King.
Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
All the time in the basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Well, now we know that
Are
they
you
don't know we
still
broke
failing
out.
to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
That's too much on the nose. Alright, he fucked it up.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Good thing he deflected it,
In
but he was
reality,
way too on the
shouldn't
nose with
you
that. What
be the one
fuck?
who is ashamed? You, who worked side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems. She can
Push
no
too
longer
hard.
justify
You
everything
pushed
to
too hard
herself.
enough, bro.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Oh, she's losing her shit.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him
Man,
will
this is
one
a
day pay
fucking
the price.
waking nightmare
You
for
must
her.
face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one?
Man, bro.
The one who still can't pick
We
a
just gave the
side?
Fatui or whoever the hell's in the academy the greatest
What an
blueprint.
absurd question.
Actual
You make it
gaslighting
sound like
against
I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Gaslight, gatekeep, mind break.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling.
Damn, bro.
I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland.
Damn, bro, you been ignoring
No
the kids'
matter how
letters?
much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
Just follow your heart, kid.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but
Nice.
I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival.
Mass dream.
But I
Bro.
know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents.
Not even his lapdog can get
I've
that kind
just
of
been
information.
working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements.
Hmm.
However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
Look at that, bro. Oh, is that fucking Datar?
To fight against the
second?
Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
Yes.
The Academia entrance.
Physical.
Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
No, you do it
Don't worry
obvious.
about that. I assure you, this
thing-
won't be a trap.
Same thing Al-Haytham
I'm
said.
only suggesting
You
this
conduct it in the
location
most
because
obvious
it'll draw
spot,
more
'cause no one
scrutiny for
expects
me
you
to
in the
leave the
fucking entrance.
Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
That's weird.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the God of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
Yet none of you
Maybe
listen
it's
to
time
anything.
for me to find a god to believe in.
Damn, bro.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
Isn't
The
that something?
Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray
look
for
at her walking.
Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of Wisdom and Guardian of the Scholars?
Yeah, well.
No. The truth is the true Guardian of Scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
What a bizarre thing, man. You're literally the god.
Time to act.
Yeah, it's time to act. Alright, following night. What was it? We got an achievement. It was, yeah. Share senses. That's crazy, bro. You use a god to redirect your own mind control. It was 19, right? Yeah. Wasn't 19 the next day? Might have fucked it up. Whatever. Yeah, it was the following night, yeah. Whoop! No, rewind time. Paimon, use your Sealy powers to accelerate time. I like that the Aranara quest showed that like Sealies, when they fall in love, become regressed and return to their original form. And then you have Paimon, who's all like, I want a floaty Sealy type person. Well, who did Paimon fall in love with? And she didn't fully fall in love with them, obviously, because she fucking is not a fully regressed.
Catherine,
If she's a
we're
Sealy.
here. Oh,
Oh,
you are
God.
the other Catherine, right?
Actually, when I think, what if our character's a Sealy person, bro? No one ever think about that? All these people want to fall for him. They thought the Sealies are unmatchable beauty. Our character's super beautiful. But like a kind of teenager. You know? Watch our character fall in love with someone and immediately become a child.
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Okay, yeah,
Yep,
Paimon, why you?
Paimon's right.
Paimon's right, though.
We cannot fully
Yeah,
rule
why are
out
you
the chance
stupid?
that the meetup tonight is just a trap.
Yeah, so you shouldn't come.
If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play.
So you shouldn't come.
After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
I sincerely doubt that.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
She turned way too quick. She like heel turned. I mean, obviously we overwhelmed her. You gaslit the fuck out of her.
Off? What do you feel is off?
Actually, yeah. Where's everybody? I'm telling you, Catherine should not.
It's the
Be
middle
with
of
us.
the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
Bitch, there's no one out here.
I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for
It's
the entire
fucking
city, though.
empty.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
No one would listen
I
to the
also can't
academy on
quite
that level.
figure
You're
out
smoking
why
crack.
things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned. Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Which, why would she come over? A stealth mission where we can't blow your cover.
Body in
And
my
you're the
eye.
trump card.
There
And
really
she
aren't many people out right now.
fucking shows up
Let's hope it'll be
immediately.
this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Wait, but now we're playing fucking nuclear football. Hey, a book. Never mind. It's not a book. Nah, man.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
The doctor. Omega Bill.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
Well, there's your
The people
method.
of Sumeru City.
Mind control.
What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success.
I mean, you saw
And
this
now
picture,
it
he's still
seems they
fucking
can no
walking.
longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Wow, an Archon actually using their powers for fucking once. That's crazy. To not just subjugate everyone.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Wow, first time we've actually seen an Archon be useful. Crazy, it's like fucking 3 whole countries.
This should be far enough. Whew. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
Yeah, it's pretty. She'll be fine, bro.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2.
Number
So
2.
scary.
I don't think they're based on rank like that.
He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently.
Sumeru
And
resident.
that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
We underestimated the fucking scale and the number of parties. Both of these statements are true.
Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
You gotta figure that out
What?
immediately.
What are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
The same shit they've always been after.
Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Alright, now it's time to do it the old-fashioned way. Blade to the throat.
You mean...
Tainari.
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project.
I swear, if this
Even though he turned
says
it down at the time,
he's
he
trapped
might
up
still
in the
know
other
something.
quest,
There's no time to lose.
I swear to God, bro. If it's like, he's not there because he's tied up in a different quest. Oh my fucking Christ. Oh. Oh. That is so fucking annoying. That's actually really annoying. Like, fuck. He's gonna be this entire quest. I know this quest isn't like short either. It literally says Act 1, bro. Well, fuck it. One stream here. When we come back, we'll continue the Archon quest. Instantly, well, let's continue it. For now, we'll call it here. Fuck me, bro. And, Maybe I'll record myself doing the damn Titan request and all the other side quests and make a nice little video compilation of all that stuff together, you know? Until then, you know.
Navigating the world is a whole lot
Well,
easier
I'd
with a few
just be
different
fucking
abilities to
idea.
choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
For Christ's sakes. Alright. Slide on the ending slide.